All right, so what we're going to do today is we're going to do something different. I want to try and go over why you need money down when you get a vehicle loan. So a lot of times people think that it's a dealership thing, or that it's a car buying thing, or just frankly we don't care for you and that we're trying to get money out of you, and that's not actually the case. So what I kind of wanted to go over real quick is obviously your traditional thing. You know, you have your vehicle price, we'll call it VP, right? Then we're adding in our taxes and tags, so we'll say TT, tax and tags, and then we're going to add in any sort of fees for the state, right? So all this stuff gets done, that goes in and split over a term, and then that gives you your actual payment, or monthly installment. Sounds nicer that way. So the monthly installment's at the end of it, so that's what you're paying per month. That's what you're stroking a check for. So how does that get funny with dealerships is sometimes what you'll see is people quote a payment for you, and they just happen to forget about the tax, tags, and fees. So then that payment's not actually realistic, because now we have a couple thousand, depending on the price of the vehicle, you know, that's missing. So I just kind of want to go real quick why you would actually need money. I left my eraser in the back. So let's take this all out real quick. So obviously credit plays a challenge, right? So we're going to look at credit history, because if you're loaning money to somebody, we want to make sure that we can trust you, that you've been paying back your things. When I say we, I mean just banks in general, not really us. But so a bank in general will be like, hey, has this person paid their stuff? Have they been able to meet their needs? Have they paid on time? What's their history look like? Right? The score is just kind of an overall thing of your history, but it's actually the history that's the thing, right? If you had someone that had an auto loan that paid really well on it, but may have fell behind on a credit card bill, well, a bank's going to look at that and be like, well, actually they paid pretty well on their auto loan, so maybe that's an opportunity to give them another auto loan. So a lot of times what they'll do is they'll take the price of the vehicle, right? So we'll say, to make this easy, put a mark on it, say $10,000, right? Price of the vehicle. So the price of the vehicle is $10,000. Well, the bank says, hey, well, based on their credit history, they've done pretty good with their $5,000 loan, but not 100% sure on the $10,000 loan. So they'll come up and they'll look at what they have a value for, right? So a lot of banks, they'll use NADA, right? NADA is kind of a common one that they use. And they'll say, well, based on NADA, that kind of car should be $8,000. That's what we're going to finance, right? So they make you have $2,000 down. Hopefully that makes sense. So now we need to basically, they're going to give you $8,000. Well, in order for us to sell you the vehicle, we need $10,000. So we're going to require $2,000 down, or the bank's going to require $2,000 down, because the bank wants you to get the car as much as we do, but at the same time they're comfortable at a certain number. So then I know a lot of times people are like, well, why don't they just go ahead and make the price of the vehicle the same? Well, you can't, because the price of the vehicle, typically when you look at a vehicle, the vehicle has certain things that are put into this price. You know, so we have the actual trade value that we got it for. So let's say that this one we got it for $7,000, right? So we got it for $7,000, right? So then we put tires on it and we put brakes on it, because these are things that are needed and that we don't necessarily want to have to replace in the next year or two. So we put them on, right? That's why we include a service repair bill. Say, hey, this is what we did in service. So we'll put them on. Let's say total shop bill of $1,000. Try and use easy numbers to make it easy, right? So that gives the actual price of the vehicle $8,000, right? So then we slap a warranty on it, right? Because warranties aren't just us deciding that, hey, trust me, we'll take care of you for 3 months. We're actually purchasing a warranty for that vehicle. So then we'll add that warranty on. So it's $500, right? So 85, my 5 looks terrible there. So now we're at $8,500, right? We have to insure that vehicle. So the vehicle has to be insured on our lot, and every day it's on our lot, we have to make sure we're carrying insurance on it. So now we're paying for that vehicle, right? So we have to put all of the online registration, all the fees from the state. I don't know, we'll say what, $500, right? Brings up to now the vehicle's $9,000, right? But realistically, when we did this trade, probably lost about $500 on the deal. So now the price of the vehicle is, you know, actually $9,500 that we have invested into it, right? So now we're selling it online for $10,000, right? Profit's gone. Like that the sort of 3,000 profit that you see anymore, that's not really happening because we're held back by the way the internet is. Because if I can go get this $10,000 car here, well, that $10,000 car is out there somewhere, and I can just click a couple buttons and I can see it. So we have to stay competitive to one that may be 10 miles from here, but maybe ours has brakes and stuff on it, and the other person just traded it and put it right on the lot. So these are things to kind of consider. So a lot of times, so the reason why you would need money down to kind of bring that all back. So we have the value of the vehicle. Let's take away all the other numbers. Value of the vehicle versus the value that the bank sees point blank. They don't see all the other stuff, right? They say, hey, this is what it's got to be. This is what I'm willing to finance up to based on credit history, right? So then that would give you the extra money that would have to come up so that you can get the actual entire loan. So hopefully that helped. If it didn't make sense, comment, let me know so I can go ahead and make another video. So be awesome. Thanks so much.